much for giving us your time. I appreciate that.
Oh, that's lovely, mate. It's lovely.
I'm looking at your website. You must really like touring.
We've cut down.
Have you?
Believe it or not. This year we've cut down. We were 95, I think it was last year. We've cut down to 70 now, like a year. So.
What do you? What
going so well, and we're going down so well, and so if you're enjoying it that much, you might as well carry on doing it, like.
What is it to an audience member or a non-musician, non-performer? What is it about live performance that keeps you going?
Well, it's just, I mean, you're doing something that really pleases people, because we've got a show now where we're very lucky to have a great legacy of songs from Ray Davies, of course. You know, a lot of people that come to the theatres, they, we do songs, they thought, oh, I didn't know they'd done that, They've heard the song, they didn't know it's by the Kinks. And we put, in our act, we put a little bit of humour in it, and we like to see people go out the theatre with smiles on their faces and saying they've had a really good time,
Yeah. In the gigs I go to, for example, at the Harlow Playhouse, sometimes it takes the audience a little bit of a while to get going, but they do get going. Are you always conscious of that, or do your audience go from the beer to bang?
I think, to be quite honest, I think audiences can be totally different in different places you go each week, because, I mean, you sometimes get the odd person that just can't sit down and has to get up and dance. Then sometimes it goes like nearly all the evening without anybody getting up to dance at all, because it is in the theatre after all, But, so you can't really tell, you just go open. But I mean, even sitting there watching us, though, they'll have a laugh, and I'll say that, we do all the hits, and I do a couple of album tracks and a couple of B-sides, just to fill the evening out. So. And
do you sometimes do tracks? There'll be the obvious ones. Do you do ones and people will go, "Oh, I never knew you did that," or
right,
I remember that.
They people don't realise how many songs the Kinks done, and they think, oh, blimey, yeah, because a lot of our songs have actually been on adverts as well.
Yeah.
And so, and they get to know the song through that, and oh, blimey, they didn't know it's the Kinks, though.
Yeah. Taking you all the way back, and I won't hold you up too long, John.
That's right.
Why the bass?
Because at the time, I'm going back to sort of 1959, and I did have a 6-string guitar, but I got asked to join a little local band called the Blue Jacks, and they said, we need a bass player. So I didn't have a lot of option, really. I couldn't play anything anyway, and they said, well, we'll teach you. And so I was just wanted to get into some sort of music because, I went to the same school as Cliff Richards, you see. And sort of, he was about 3 years older than me. And then a year before that, he'd had a hit, a number 2 hit with Move It. And that's what I wanted to do. I mean, I wanted to do music at school, rock and roll music, And so I mean, I didn't have a lot of choice really, because they wanted a bass player. So if I wanted to get in this band, I had to play the bass. Yeah.
Was it quite hard though, going through the the first part of the '60s, trying to earn a living, etc.?
Well, you weren't. I think the very early part, you weren't trying to earn a living. You just wanted to get local gigs, and we was lucky in Cheshunt or Waltham Cross area because we had lots of boys' clubs and things like that where you could play at, and so you did get quite a few gigs. You probably didn't earn any money out of it at all, but it was just the actual enjoyment of getting up on the stage, and I've actually gone back to that enjoyment now at my age, where I do literally just enjoy getting up the stage, because if I didn't enjoy it, then I wouldn't do it at my age.
What's the place you've done a lot of live gigging, you know, and I've seen it on the bios, etc. If you're only allowed to remember one place, and you'd say, I played there.
We Carnegie Hall because you know, I mean, all the names, the history that went on at Carnegie Hall, and we had we were lucky as well because we made a live album there. We actually recorded. We'd done 2 shows there at Carnegie Hall, and we recorded both of them. And then out of the 2 shows, we got half of an album, like, you know, called Everybody's in Showbiz, and half of it's done live. And that was from Carnegie Hall. But I mean, just to play there, that was a sort of dream really come true for me, you know.
Do you think I suppose I might be wrong here. Do you think the Kinks have somehow been underestimated in rock's history?
Well, they had, but I think a part of it was our own fault. I mean, I can say it, you know, we didn't really work hard enough for what, you know, so we weren't pushing ourselves to get, you know, the higher thing. And we got, this is the long story, we got barred from America for 4 years, you know, and that's when all the British bands made big names, like, you know. They went on to make big names, you know, so, and we got barred for 4 years. But even then, when we got back in 1969, for instance, a band we met out there quite a lot was Fleetwood Mac. And they just stayed out month after month playing universities. And we kept coming home, like, you know. Yeah. Yeah, and so, and we didn't really work hard enough at what we was doing, I don't think, you know.
Who do you admire today? Do you listen to anybody today, and if so, who do you admire?
Oh, brother, I just listen. I no one person really. I mean, it's been some great things. I mean, you've got to like people like Adele and you know, people like that. You know, it's such a great voice and a good songwriter. You know, but I just think I've got such a wide, you know, a wide choice really because, but I'm still into rock and roll, you see, you know, because I was brought up in the 50s playing and or listening to rock and roll when Little Richard first came out, Elvis and all that. I've always been about that, and so so oh, excuse me.
That's right.
What I'm doing these days, I'm actually going out now and watching a lot of live bands, like just local bands, playing rock and roll and things like that, you know.
Yeah, closing live venues and closing and things like that.
Yeah, I say it's such a shame though because you know there's a lot of people out there want to watch live music still. You know, because even around here where I live, I mean I'm very close to Harlow, you know, in Daisy, but you know, in and around the Hoddesdon area and that, and you know, there's lots of live bands on.
Yeah.
A few nights a week, right? You know, so but it's a shame when you see really good venues close.
Again, sorry to keep harking back, and you know, we'll get back to you playing at Harlow Playhouse, but it's just from that era. You know, the year began badly with the death of David Bowie, and I was a big Bowie fan. You know, but do you think with people like Bowie and stars like that, do you think we'll ever see their likes again?
Oh, I don't think so because unfortunately, that people have turned to this manufactured music, haven't they? Like, you know, through these reality programs like X Factor and The Voice and things like that, you know. And I don't think people are doing their apprenticeship on the circuits like Bowie did, because I knew Bowie when, you know, before he was known, when he just played sax in a band for somebody, you know. But you played all these little clubs and that doing your apprenticeship. And now, you know, it takes a few weeks of being on the television and you're a mega star sort of thing, but not for long. But,
yeah.
Yeah.
I mentioned it because I think I was reading the Wikipedia and I saw you recorded a Vince Taylor song, and there's that. Yeah, I know. There's a story of Bowie meeting Vince Taylor, isn't there? And this guy almost saying, changing from a rock and roll star to thinking he's the Messiah, and Bowie thought, that's an idea. You know,
Vince Taylor that is a real blast on the past.
Yeah.
We done Brand New Cadillac, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And below was born Ziggy Stardust, you know, and that's another story. But,
that's right, yeah.
You're going to continue gigging. I mean, we're looking forward to coming to Harlow Playhouse. You're going to continue gigging?
Oh yeah. We're like 2017 is. over half full at the moment. Like you know, so you know we're and I suppose we'll start taking 2018 soon. But I'm just enjoying it so much that it's silly not to do it.
And
there's a lot of travelling involved now.
Yeah.
Because you go anywhere, the people want to see you all over the country, so that's where you go.
Do you meet the fans afterwards, or you very much go on and off, and that's off you go?
Yeah, it's normally after the gig. It's normally straight off. But I mean, we are one of those bands that often we go out the bar before the show starts.
Yeah.
And especially if someone requests it, and then oh yes, we'll go out there and meet people and that, before the show sometimes.
And you're always looking at other songs. Are there still songs you haven't done live that you think, I might do that one day?
Well, because there's such a vast repertoire of songs, I think every year we put a few more in. I mean, it's hard to put them in at these sort of venues, but like where we do a couple of gigs, like every year, we've done it for a long, long while now, we do the Kinks convention in London, Tufnell Park in London, and we play for like 3 hours,
right.
all Kinks songs, and so, and then each year we think, let's try and put a couple of new ones in, because knowing that the Kinks fans are going to know those songs. See, so it's quite easy doing it that way, But we've included a couple in our show now that the crowd won't know, but hopefully they will like them, because we just like to play something different. They still get all the hits. We never drop a hit out to put another one in. You've got to play the hits. I've always said that.
Brilliant. Well, thanks very much for your time, John. I really appreciate it. And
thank you very much for ringing.
That's right. We'll come and see you in September.